Good Monday morning, everyone. I'm Myra Ansari here for Wave Now. We are going live to a press conference. It's already started, so we're jumping in just a little bit late, so I apologize. The Louisville Urban League, Rebound Incorporated, and the Louisville Affordable Housing Trust Fund, they are having a ribbon cutting today, groundbreaking for the Richmond Apartments. That's going to be, the Richmond Apartments are at 1622 West Market Street. This is going to be a multi-family affordable housing complex named in the honor of the late Ben Richmond. We talk about affordable housing all the time here and the lack of it here in our community. So this will be a future option for people. Let's listen in.
And Broadway is happening. Our Pop down the street, and what they're going to be doing at the Madison Street warehouse, and so many more projects that are happening, not just in the Russell community, but in the West End in general. And that's important. Because the West deserves this type of development. The people who have lived here, who have suffered here under disinvestment for so long, who have been ignored and neglected, deserve this type of investment. And quite frankly, this type of Black-led, Black-serving investment is what is needed here in this community. And so we are happy to be able to plant our flag and do something else for this community and to see it grow and thrive. And so this is really an important step for a whole host of reasons, because it means so much more than just a building. It is so much more than just affordable housing, both of which are really important. But it signifies that we are investing in this community and that we are putting up things that are here to stay and that are going to contribute to this community for years and years to come. The last thing I'll say, and before I close, I want to say Sadiqa Reynolds, former president and CEO of the Louisville Urban League, could not be here with us today, but she certainly sends her love and regard. She had the highest esteem and respect for Ben, and is so glad to see this project go up in his name. And so she certainly regrets that she could not be here. But I just want to say this. We often build monuments to men and women and those who we believe are worthy, and statues are important. We particularly over the last 7 or 8 years had a lot of conversation in this country around statues and what they mean and what they can represent, both good, bad, and otherwise. And statues can mean a lot, but I think building a monument that actually does something, that actually means something, that is going to have a reverberating impact on the lives of families and on a community is something that is really, really special. And so to be able to build this apartment complex as a monument to Ben is something that is really special. I got to know Ben well, unfortunately, only in probably the last year and a half or so of his life, but I can't tell you how important that was for me. He, like Kevin said, was a mentor and somebody who loved on me, who encouraged me, and who did everything in his power to support me on this journey. And he didn't have to do that. He's long since retired. He was enjoying his time, but he cares so much about the movement. He cares so much about the Urban League that he saw it fit to make sure that I was well and that I was going to be successful in this role. And I can't thank him enough for that. And so it is an honor again to be here. Thank you all for joining us. And I look forward to doing many more of these with you all in this community. So thank you.
So in order to get projects like this to happen, it takes money. It takes funding. And the next person I want to call up has been very instrumental in this particular project. And she is none other than Christy McCravey, the Executive Director of the Louisville Affordable Housing Trust.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you everyone who's here today. One thing Ben used to say to me all the time is, once a leaguer, always a leaguer. And many of you may or may not know, I'm a former leaguer. I was, Ben brought me to the Urban League in 2009, and I was there until 2016 when I moved over to the trust fund. And he encouraged me, he guided me, and he really encouraged me to go ahead and go for this position because I was on the fence about applying, and he said, do it. It's time. And so I am really happy to be in this position. And as Kevin said, good morning. I am Christy McCravey, and I bring you greetings on behalf of the staff and board of directors of the Louisville Affordable Housing Trust Fund. I'm happy to be here today to celebrate another affordable housing project in Russell. And what an honor it is to be a part of a project named to enhance, I didn't say build, but to enhance the legacy of Ben Richmond, who absolutely loved the West End. And Kevin already told you about his story about he intentionally making the West End his home. Even when realtors were taking him outside of this area, when he moved to Louisville, he intentionally said, I want to live in the community for which I serve. So the trust fund is blessed and proud to be able to make a $2 million investment needed to make this project possible. This housing development will provide a safe, decent place for families to call home, close to amenities and other investments being made in this area. So now it's up to us to make sure that we keep the momentum going with affordable housing and other services to the most vulnerable populations among us. Given today's climate, it would be very easy, but unfortunate, to allow the desire of some to take our focus off of ensuring that all of our community members are served. But we have the charge to continue to advocate for everyone. Remember, when all are enabled to succeed, the entire Louisville community will succeed. And in other words, we really are our brother's keepers. It is our mission to ensure that safe, decent, affordable housing is available to all. Congratulations, Rebound and team. Congratulations to everyone here today. Thank you, family, for lending Ben to us. We appreciate you. Thank you.
And next, I would like to call up our esteemed councilwoman for this district, and none other than Donna Purvis. And while she's coming, Donna and I, we play phone tag all the time. And she said, oh, I'm glad you called me about that. I missed that on my calendar. And I said, oh, Donna, where am I supposed to be? And she tell me where I'm supposed to be. So with that, Councilwoman Donna Purvis.
Good morning. Mr. Dunlap is up here telling all my secrets. I wanted to say I'm so glad to be here. You know, as I travel throughout the community, I always see this type of development. And I always say it would be great to see this type of development in the West End area. And I'm so happy to see that this is going up here. Let me say this. Let's give it up for West End development. But let's continue to be hungry. Mm-hmm. Don't let them think that we're settled and we're happy, because this is just a drop in the bucket from the years of being disinvested. So let's continue to be hungry. Let's continue to beg and tell them we need more and more and more. Never let them think that we're satisfied with what they have given us. We deserve this and 10 times more. So as long as I'm on the council, I will always support these types of initiatives for growth, because I do believe that the West End needs to be where all the other areas in the city are. So I'm so glad to be here and witness this beautiful day. I know that we have some other promising development coming up, and just pray that everybody that is on the council is on board with bringing the West End back where it should be. Thank you.
So it is befitting to do a groundbreaking and to actually have Ben's family here present. His nephew, Mansa, if he emailed me once, he has emailed me 15 times. I'm like, Mansa, hold off. There's a process to this. Hold off. We can't break ground. We got to have this permit. We got to have that permit. But he hung right there with me. And I told him, I said, we will not do this unless Ben's family is present. And I am so glad they're here. With that, I'm bringing up Ben's nephew, Mansa Holland.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming out. On behalf of Owen's family and friends, just want to say very happy to see you all here. This is a very big occasion for us. We are truly honored and humbled as he was. As you know, he spent almost half of his life here in Louisville and in service to the Louisville Urban League. He loved this city, and to see this, especially in cooperation with both the Urban League and Rebound, two institutions which he was very proud of. It's truly an honor. We do thank you all for this. Thank you.
Well, as you can see, I'm not Mansa. I am a reporter. I could not let this time go by without thanking the families of Rebound and the Urban League for allowing Ben to know that this moment would happen. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing that you did. You came with the rendering of the Richmond and spent time with Ben. And I wanted to thank both families, Rebound and Urban League, for giving Ben that gift. Thank you.
All right, it is hot out here, and now we're at the point that we're here for, and that is to turn some dirt. So with that, I'm going to ask everybody on this front row to meet us back there with the shovels.